Hi there, Kitty Winkles. Here we are again, another making of video. I'm not sure if this is going to be called, will still be called whatever I call the one for stoners. New strip! We're got a new strip, new year, something completely different, and let's talk about it a little bit. This will be a quick video because I really don't have time to make one, but I'm doing it anyway. So, where did this story come from? Basically, Stefano, the artist on this project, wanted to do something a little bit anime-esque, you know, a little bit with samurais and swords and all that sort of stuff, and I wanted to do something a bit more mainstream, kind of like blood-pounding excitement, the sort of thing I used to enjoy reading when I was younger, and I read 2000 AD when I was a kid, and do those kind of like, give that like little 5-6 page bites as opposed to like, you know, the more snarky, thinky stoners strip. So I want to do something a bit more visceral with this one. Am I a fan of anime? Not at all. I really don't know anything about it. I've really tried hard. I've tried hard to get into it. I just never enjoyed it. The influences of this come much more from my very small knowledge of Oriental culture. Other than being Jewish, I like to have the food, especially on December 25th. That is a American Jewish tradition here in England. I was going to say here in England when I'm not in England at all. In England, where I come from, we have, you know, we eat Christmas dinner. It's always okay to have a turkey dinner.
Here's the turkey.
Yay!
Right, who'd like some breast?
Anyway, I digress. So the influences for this are much more like the martial arts shows I saw and from the late 70s, early 80s, like Monkey and The Water Margin. Right now on my shelf. That's what reminded me. So that's really what's much more what influenced the strip rather than anime. The whole visual look of it, I did the tone work on it, then I did the colour. Again, I wanted to be more kind of black and white, but with a bit of grain to it. Again, to get that feeling of reading a 2000 AD when you were like, back in the 80s, they used to make up this like self-destructing paper, and you had to read it. You know, don't try keeping them. They just fell apart. I think I have a few still, but they really just fell apart. It was very disposable, which is kind of like I enjoyed it, and I like having that one color thing going on. They did that recently, about a few years ago in 2000 AD, with a strip called Shakara. I think it's worth checking out. I think it looked beautiful. So yes, that's Red Ghost in a nutshell. It's almost called Red Rust Ghost or Rust Ghost, but it all sounds too much like Rent-A-Ghost for me. And again, if you know what that is, then you know why I don't want it to sound like that. Okay, that's my thoughts for this week. I will go into more detail next week. Again, I'm really sorry, I got a rush, I don't really have time to do this at all. I'm just doing it because I really should do it. Okay, toodle pip, see you next week, send in your questions, and buy my comics. Buy my comics. That is what you can always do. Make it a New Year's resolution. It's going out on New Year's Day. Make it a New Year's resolution. Buy Svee's comics. Buy many of them. Even buy many digital copies. Because you know what? Even though you can just reuse a digital copy over and over again, you still can pay me for a digital copy over and over again. I don't mind. Yeah. Or you can just send me in money for the hell of it. Why not? I accept pretty much any denomination. Uncut diamonds, gold bars, you name it, you send it to me, I will take it and I will squander it. I will squander it in your name. Very good, okay, nothing else to talk about. Have a better one. I hope this recorded. Goodbye.